Hi guys, so there were quite a few of you that were absent today, and so I wanted to go over a couple of things with you. First of all, this is what your assignment looks like. It is a Google slide, and the first thing I want you to notice is that you're not going to be able to click and drag on anything. The only thing you can do is click on a text box, but you'll be able to type right into this text box, okay? You can either send in a picture of your work or you can type right into it. And I'm actually going to type right into it. But this is what you do for task card A, C, E, anything with a picture on it, okay? Any of these ones with a picture. You actually have to find the scale factor. And so what you do to find a scale factor, the K value, because remember that's the letter that we use, it's actually going to be a fraction or a simplified fraction. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the new number on the top and you're going to put the original number on the bottom. Now what in the world, Miss Hunsaker, does that mean? Okay, so for this particular problem, this triangle A is the original, triangle B is the new one. And so let's start with this point down here. So right down here where the A is, the coordinates of this point are and so I'm just going to label it. The original was -3, -3. And the new point, let's make that capital. The new point is that same corresponding point to this corner. So the one right up here by the B. So that new point is -1, -1. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my X numbers first. So -3 and -1, and I'm going to divide them, okay? Then I'm going to do my Y numbers, and I'm going to see if I get the same thing, because if it's a dilation, it should be the same thing, right, for both of them, okay? So again, I need to do the new number divided by the original number. So I'm going to put -1 divided by -3. Well, is that the same thing as my Y numbers? Well, yeah, because my Y numbers happen to be the same thing, right? Okay, let's go look at another point. Let's come over here to this side of the triangle. The coordinates of this original one are +3, -3. And the new point on triangle B on the side that corresponds is +1, -1. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to do my new number, and I'm going to divide it by my original number. Now what should happen when I do all of this is that all of these fractions and numbers end up being the same. If they're all the same, then yay, it's a dilation, and then you have your scale factor. Okay, so let's see. My new number was 1. If I divide it by 3, is that the same thing that I got up here in the pink? So I'm just actually going to copy and paste this. And guess what? It is. 1/3 is the same thing as -1 divided by -3. And -1 divided by -3. And this -1 divided by that -3. It's all the same thing. It's all the same number. So yay, that means that our scale factor or our K value equals 1/3. Okay, so that's how that one works. If we go look at task card B, what you're going to do for task card B is you're going to have to go to GeoGebra and you're going to have to take some screenshots, okay? So for GeoGebra, you're going to plot the triangle 4, 2, 2, 4, and then 6, 2. So if I go into GeoGebra and I plot those points, there they are. Okay, remember when you plot points, you have to put a point, put a point, put a point. Then you do the polygon tool, and so you click, 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 and then close it. Okay, don't forget to go back to move and then do the points again. Okay, but this triangle, let me go back. These are the points. Okay. If I go back and look at the problem, it says that the R factor, the scale factor, is 12. So you're going to have to multiply those points by 12. So 4 times 12 is 48, and then 2 times 12 is 24. So if I zoom out, whoops, I didn't mean to put that point there. Let me move this. So if I zoom way out, that's what these points right here are, okay? If I go back in, it says, okay, dilate the triangle using R factor, then reflect over the y-axis. So using those tools, that transformation table, you can get this triangle reflected over the y. Remember, it's going to be like that fold line, and it's just going to fold over. Okay, so now that you have that done, what you're going to do is you're going to take a screenshot, or what I like to call a snippet. Okay, and there is a how-to video that goes a little bit slower with it if you need some help, but what you're going to do is get your snipping tool ready, and you're just going to click and drag. I actually use the keyboard shortcut, but you can use the snipping tool that might be at the bottom of your screen. Okay, you go back into your Google slide, and you can just Control V or paste it back in. Okay, so one more time, for those of you that don't have the snipping tool, go search snipping tool in your Windows